Hey, welcome to quarter four at I Succeed. Let's. My name's Craig Naylor. I'm your teacher. Just call me Craig. How to succeed at I Succeed. This is super important. So let's do it. Let's walk through this together. So on day one, you need to do something. Okay. Uh, in each of your classes on the first day of school, all teachers have a welcome video that's very similar to mine. Um, And so watching that video and logging in, that's doing your, or logging in and watching that video, that's doing your first assignment. So that's a great way to get started. Attendance starts that very first day of the quarter, which for quarter four is April 4th. So, and the quarter runs until May 31st. So I hope you've gotten started in all your classes and not just mine. Attendance at I Succeed is one of the most important things that you need to pay attention to. It's not just about logging in; it's about the amount of lessons that you complete each week. Most of you are going to have three classes, and so you are expected to do 10 lessons a week in those three classes. You should have been told by your counselor and or your advisor teachers how many lessons you have to do on a weekly basis. So if you don't know, reach out to them and ask. And then lesson counting is another thing that students sometimes struggle with. A lesson is more than just one assignment. It's often 5 to 6 assignments all within that lesson. If you look at the modules part of your actual class, you can see um, where what a lesson looks like. Um, and so you can see on the module section here that sorry, this is taking a while to load up. My computer's being slow right now. But each one of these each one of these modules. So this is a lesson here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all these assignments within this lesson. And it just clicked it out. And we're gonna slowly power through this. Anyway, so here we go. So you have an introduction here, and then lesson one for economics here is going to be these two, and then work through all these videos here, and you get to here. That's it. Some lessons have checkpoints, boom, 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 and that's a whole lesson. You see that how that works? So that's how we're counting lessons. So we're counting that you're doing all those. This is a video here that kind of goes through that also. Um, so there's a link on this where you clicked on to watch this slideshow that shows that. So you should be able to find it. If you have any questions, ask. So 2 lessons a day keeps that absence away. So it's pretty simple math, actually. If you have to do 2 lessons a week, do 2 lessons a day over 5 days of the week. That equals 10, right? 2 times 5 is 10. So, what's the best approach for your classes? Well, the best approach is what works best for you. Um, and for some students, that's doing one class at a time. For others, that's working on all their classes at once and just doing a little bit. So, you need to figure out what works best for you and then stick to it. Keep that plan going. So if you're the one at a type one class at a time type of person, you should finish a class about every 3 weeks. Okay. But if you like to spread it out, try this plan. So on Mondays, work on your first class, do 2 lessons. Say, do 2 lessons of economics. And then on Tuesdays, do 2 more lessons of economics, and then do 1 lesson of English. And then on Wednesday, do 2 lessons of English class. And then on Thursday, do 2 lessons of geometry. And on Fridays, do 2 lessons of geometry and then go back and redo any lower scoring assignments that you got. And have done 11 lessons that day and or that week, and you'll be groovy, right? So motivation is one of the hardest things to do sometimes. Hold on, I'm going to close the window here. My neighbor's dog is barking. So, how do you stay motivated at I Succeed? Well, the best way is to set a schedule and do your best to follow it. So, make a plan. We can follow the schedule that I had before, or the idea is set aside a couple hours each day to get your work done. And then if you get stuck, ask for help. You can ask me, you can ask your other teachers, you can ask your advisory teacher, you can even just ask me about anything that might not even be related to my class, and I can probably at least guide you in the right direction. Join in the fun. So attend I Succeed events, both online and in person. And there's this thing we have called Discord, where we kind of keep um, we it's a like a chat thing. I'm sure you're familiar with Discord, but anyway, there's some groups on there for different school activities. We're going to have a prom this quarter uh, in April sometime, and it's just a good opportunity to like do stuff that's not just school related. Don't let interruptions affect your whole semester. So I know that life happens. I understand that. So when something happens, step back for a minute, get reorganized, and then get back to it. And when I say a moment, I don't mean like literally a minute, but take that little bit of time that you need to kind of reorganize, and then get back to school. And then most important, remember to breathe. And then stay in touch. This is the most important thing that you need to know, and that's how to get a hold of me. I am your lifeline to success at school here. If I can't help you, I know someone who can. So, and I know how to get a hold of them. So here's how you get a hold of me. School IM, easiest one, through Google Chat. Uh, it's attached to your school email. Number two, text. Here's my Google text number right here. You can call that if you want, but text is fine. Or you can email me. And yeah, like I said before, call me Craig. I prefer it. I've been Mr. Naylor for a long, long time. Teach this my finishing up my 30th year of teaching. So I'm comfortable with you just calling me Craig. So, and the last thing, dad jokes. So I gave Miss Skilling a hard time earlier about her jokes, but really they're kind of awesome. So I'm stealing the idea. Every unit in my class will begin with a dad joke as part of an intro to the unit and a little quiz. And don't worry, they will be different in each class for those of you that have more of than one of my classes. So you get all kinds of dad jokes, and you're welcome. So, with that in mind, knock knock, who's there? Cows go. Cows go who? No, cows go moo. All right, good luck. Let me know if you need anything. I'm here. Have a good one.